So after we close, I'm not going to say the restaurant,
of course, sure.
After we close, that becomes my set. And my coworkers know it.
I love it. And you create such funny, like relatable content. And what's funny is that like truly, at least like for me, I grew up in Las Vegas and like there's a huge like restaurant scene out there.
Yeah.
And no matter what, it's still consistent and valid everywhere.
Everywhere. Like literally all around the world.
Oh my goodness.
Humans are humans and we going to show out how we show out. Yeah.
Welcome to Fortune Podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Elijah. Today we have an amazing episode and an amazing guest. Everybody, please welcome Robin. Hey, Robin.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I'm doing so good.
I'm so happy to have you today and excited for our conversation.
Yes, me too.
So let's take it to how we met. How do we know each other?
So we met at a Tubi mixer. Your best friend, I work with him on Tubi. So he's the original content manager. So that's how we met.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it was just immediate, like click, like, I like this girl.
I'm like,
something,
there's something there.
So to take it to the very beginning, what did you want to be growing up?
So growing up, I always wanted to be an entertainer. So I always wanted to be an actress. Somewhere along the lines, I was like, am I being realistic? And so I was like, you know what? Once it was time to go to college, I went biology route.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be an orthodontist. I wanted to do braces. Ooh. I was doing like little internships with my orthodontist and everything like that. I had to take a fine arts class. And I was like, I'm going to do acting because I always loved acting.
Right.
And I fell in love. And I was already in deep into the biology course.
Got it.
So I would have had to start all the way over. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get this biology degree and move to California.
Okay.
Move to Hollywood. Yeah.
Okay. So you just, I love that.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
So I went to University of Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were your parents supportive of this change? Because it's maybe like, okay, I grew up, wanted to be an actress, but then I'm like, hold on, let me be realistic. Let me go to study to be an orthodontist. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
So what was their thought process?
So my mom actually passed away when I was 13.
Okay.
So
Sorry
I was just
about
raised
that.
by my, it's okay. So I was just raised by my dad, but he is very supportive. Whatever, as long as you're not doing drugs, you're not in jail, and you're doing okay, do whatever you want to do.
Got it.
Yeah.
So he was with the program. And
Yeah.
were you nervous to just move out like to LA like that? Or you're like, you know what? This is what I want to do. Let me get out here.
So I always wanted to move to LA.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I remember telling my mom, like, I want to go to UCLA because that was like the only college that I knew of in, Los Angeles. And she was like, no, that's too far from me. So I was like, okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going there. But like once she passed away and then I wanted to become an actress, I saved up. Well, at this time I was, me and my husband, we were together, but we were just boyfriend and girlfriend at that time.
Okay.
But we took like 3 years to save up to come out here.
Okay, so you planned ahead. It wasn't like, let me just come out in my car and wing it. You were ready.
I can't do stuff like that.
I love that.
Yeah,
Like you're a planner.
yes.
I relate to that planning side, but sometimes I do wing it. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but something like that because that's a really big move.
It's true.
And then I was like, at the time we were just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
So on my end, I'm like, I know I have to save up because if anything happens between me and him, I'm still making this move.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it took a lot of planning. Yeah.
Did you move pre-COVID or post-COVID?
Post-COVID.
Okay, got it.
So-
Got it. Oh, so not too like recently.
No,
a
I'm
little
so
bit.
sorry. We moved pre-COVID.
Okay,
We were only
pre-COVID.
here for a little bit and then we were locked up.
How did that feel?
Great. Loved it. Loved
Serious?
quarantine.
Are you actually lying?
No, I loved quarantine.
Oh, wow.
I loved it so much.
Oh my God, why? Can you tell me?
Because this is so crazy, but one of my favorite things to do is to have a really great meal
Okay.
while watching TV.
Oh,
that is my
so
favorite thing
it
to
was
do.
every day.
So to do that every single day.
Oh my God.
And you got that paycheck coming in from unemployment. I
know
loved it.
That's right.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I gained like 10, 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Had to get that off of me.
Yeah.
But other than that, I loved it. Yeah.
Okay. So then in terms, okay, so you loved it, but where I was coming from is you're moving here to act, and then acting's not really looking too bright.
Yeah.
So then how did you pivot, or what did you do in the meantime?
So it was actually like, if anything, it was kind of like a scapegoat, the quarantine. So like you get here and then it's like, okay, feet on the ground. And then the quarantine and COVID was like a pause.
Okay.
So it was like one of those things where it's like, well, I don't have to get to it right now.
Yeah.
And so it was actually like not a good thing in my head to actually really like think like that.
Right.
But once it lifted, it was like, oh, okay, now I gotta put these feet on the ground.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So you came, you saved up, came. Did you at any time think to like practice like anything in the medical field or as like a backup, or was it just like, no, I'm just here to act. I saved up, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going straight for the acting.
I love that.
I do have the biology degree. I still have the student loans to show for it. But there wasn't anything that was calling me, like my family was telling me, like, maybe you should work in the lab or something like that. But I know with auditioning and how it goes, I have to have something that's flexible. If I'm working in the lab, I can't just be like, hey, I gotta go do this audition.
Excuse me for the day.
They're gonna be like, girl, bye. Put this rat back in the cage, you know? So like, I'm like, I gotta find something that's flexible.
Right. And was your husband supportive of your dreams and such?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
So when I was in Cincinnati and I did the acting class and I was like, you know what? I wanna like get into this more. It was an acting class out in Cincinnati, and I was so afraid to go. Like I was just like, maybe I'm just not gonna go. And he is the actual person that was like, here, because it was like $25 a class.
Right.
Here's the $25 for the class. You're gonna go.
Wow.
And so I went and I had a great time, and I spent like a year and a half there.
I'm amazing. Did you do any acting classes out here to just like keep up the talent, or did you just kind of go into just everything?
So when I first moved out here, it's kind of a weird story, but one of my Uber drivers, he was an actor, and he's actually doing really well.
Okay.
And so he had took me to his acting class.
Okay.
And from that acting class, I actually got my first agent.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. He had
I know they saw you on site and were like, you know what, book her right now.
But and actually the whole thing didn't end up working out.
Okay.
But it was still just like a testament to like, you got to network, you got to talk to people.
Right.
But other than that, I did go to Tasha Smith. I went to her workshop. That was really amazing. Met a lot of great people there. And right now, currently, I'm not in any classes. And then I also did a class at Mad Acting Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So some good classes.
Yes. Yeah. And you've booked some cool things. I know we'll get into that very soon. But what I want to get into is I didn't know you were you until like after I was like, you look familiar. I feel like, do I know you? And I'm just looking at her like, do I know you? It's like, oh, I've seen you on TikTok. So I know you do such amazing content. You've grown your following, working even at a restaurant, but turned it into like an acting, kind of just like a performance platform of your own.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? And how did you almost create that niche? Because now I'm seeing people do similar things, but you actually spearheaded that. So can you get into that a little bit?
Yeah. So I come from like serving background. So like I served... Like my first job was a serving job.
Okay.
I served in Cincinnati, in Cleveland.
Okay.
So when I moved here, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to what I know.
Right.
And the one thing that I noticed literally at every single restaurant that I ever worked at, humans are all the same. I go through the same experiences with humans at every single restaurant. So I'm like, if I'm dealing with this, I know that it's other people out here dealing with this. So I was just like I just made a skit one day and it blew up. And I was like, I'm gonna keep this going.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's keep it up.
Yes. So after we close, I'm not gonna say the restaurant,
of course, sure.
After we close, that becomes my set, and my coworkers know it.
I love it, and you create such funny, like relatable content. And what's funny is that, like, truly, at least like for me, I grew up in Las Vegas, and like there's a huge like restaurant scene out there, and no matter what, it's still consistent and valid everywhere,
like literally all around the world.
Oh my goodness,
humans are humans, and we gonna show out how we show out. Yeah.
So does that having your, like, I would say, building your own platform from scratch, does that help you in any way in terms of acting, or is it like just another outlet for you?
At first it was just another outlet for me, but it ended up being an opportunity for one of my biggest roles that I've gotten.
Right.
But now in 2025, there is a correlation between having a platform and getting booked for gigs.
Yeah.
So if there are two actors going up for a role and you have one that has a platform, like they're both talented.
Right.
The production
all
is
else
like,
equal.
I don't know who to go with because they're both great. They look alike, everything. Then you have one with a platform and one that doesn't have a platform. That's already 200,000, 300,000, maybe 1 million people.
Just marketing.
That's already in marketing.
Just like that.
Yeah. So like, it's good, like, if you are coming up and you're like wanting to go down this route, building a platform, whatever that niche is for you.
And mind you, it wasn't like your intention. It just ended up happening and working out for your good. And maybe that's something to talk about, because I know a lot of actors kind of feel away in that they're like, you know what, dang, now I have to have, because it almost now, even though you're saying it's like all else equal, they're going to choose that one. It almost feels like low key, it's a prerequisite now too, to actually have a platform. Do you find that to be true, or?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. And sometimes with some of the actors that are working on their craft, they're spending a lot of money working on their craft. And then there's like this influencer or a content creator that may not even be that talented. But they're getting the roles, you know? So it's just kind of like a punch in the face. It's like, I'm working on this craft. I'm trying all these different things, and she's pretty, she has following, and she's quirky. So let's put her in this show. So I can see, you know, both sides of it. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you did build that platform and that it's working now for your good. Can you talk about the film that you recently were in?
So it wasn't a film. So it's going to be, so Tubi's original content.
Yes.
It's called Mo Waffles.
Okay.
So, and it's going to be based in a restaurant.
Got it.
So that's kind of how,
nice.
So that's kind of how I got into it. So, and then the broader thing of it is studio. So it's gonna be for content creators that want to create shows or movies or things like that. So that's kind of how I got into it. Yeah.
Well, I love that. And I love that it created a space, because then people, or maybe casting directors, can see you and be like, you know what? At least if there's anything else, I know that she could do this type of role. So what would you say is your dream in terms of acting? Like, if you had a dream role or a dream thing, what would that look like for you?
So I just want to just be immersed in the entertainment industry and in a whole. I would love to produce stuff.
Oh,
I would love to direct stuff. I would like to act and stuff. So I just want to just be in that whole world.
Got it.
Yeah. So my role would just, my goal is to just be moving and shaking. I might be directing a project, I might be the producer on there. I even want to be the person that's on set. If it's a child's bedroom or a teenager bedroom, I'm the one that's putting the room.
Design.
Production design, putting everything. I just want to do everything.
Well, I love that. That means you're a true creative. What would you say might help your confidence? Because I think you have a strong, you're very confident in yourself, whereas in LA, maybe that's not always the case for everybody that you meet. I feel like you have a strong sense of self. What do you think helps you in that, or have you just always been like this?
To be honest, I am confident in myself, but sometimes I do get in my head a lot.
Okay.
And when I get in my head a lot, I do shut down. Yeah. So
you don't even give that at all.
I know.
That's wonderful.
I know.
Yeah.
So if I'm nervous about something or I'm not sure about it, like I said, I like to eat and watch TV. So that would be my escape.
Yeah.
And I would just let's say it's an off day or something like that. I would literally just watch TV the whole day. And then when 11 p.m. comes and I did not do anything because I'm like trying to run from it, I feel so bad. Like, why did I just do that? And then I'm back into the loop because I have to work the next day.
Okay.
So like I am confident. Like it's a lot of stuff that I want to do, but I need to work on my self-discipline. Yeah.
But you grew a whole entire platform. So
yeah,
maybe,
I know.
Maybe, I don't know if we're hard on ourselves.
I know we are.
Because you're consistent. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. But even with TikTok, like I feel like I could like build my whole entire like everything, like YouTube, all that stuff, but I don't know the YouTube world all like that. And so instead of me going in there researching, trying to figure it out, I'm like
nervous about it.
Yeah. So yeah, I am hard on myself, but I do know, and I am realistic to know that there is a part of self-discipline that I do need to work on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see that you've used the words like realistic, the words like plan, the words like, putting things together. Yeah. How important is that to you? Because there's some people that are on the other side where it's just like, I'm type B to the max. I'm just going to wake up and just figure out, and whatever happens, happens. Do you relate to that at all? Or how do you I guess how important is that, like being realistic to you?
Like planning and everything, and just making sure everything, and that's why sometimes it's like a catch-22.
Okay.
Because and I have a bunch of different notebooks where I write stuff out, and like it's like planned down to the T.
Right.
But because I have to unscramble my brain. But if my brain is scrambled up, then I don't do
leave it.
So it's a catch-22. I like everything to be planned out. Like if I'm doing like going on trips or traveling, everything is like type A.
Right.
But then it's like, certain things where I am kind of type B with. But for the most part, like it's very important to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to. My brain is just like, so I do have to iron stuff out.
Yeah, and keep it. And then how are you able to reconcile that with the industry in the sense that it's very unpredictable? I'm happy during COVID you were chilled out, but for me and maybe other people who were like in the industry, I'm like, wow, do I have to just pivot everything I thought that I wanted to do because I don't even know if this is going to be here for so long? What do you do in those circumstances?
It's actually kind of hard because even with this last project, I haven't been on a project this big, and just seeing how like some things, it doesn't move as fast or organized as you want it for yourself.
Right.
So even like working with the Mo Waffles, I got to see the different side of it where I'm like, hey, I need to know something right now because I have a schedule for work. I got to get ironed out, and it just doesn't work like that. And it does get frustrating, but you still just have to ride that wave.
Right.
You have to. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's a hard part that's like not always discussed in the industry. Is like not everything is as smooth or as professional sometimes, or as like, point A to point B. So if I do this, I'm gonna get this result, this much money. Is sometimes not like that.
Because with these projects and everything, there are a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of people involved with a lot of different roles.
Right.
And even like for me, right now, I don't have a manager. I don't have an agent. So I am the one that's like emailing and corresponding back with all of these people. And sometimes I'm emailing one person and I'm supposed to be emailing this person because this is about this topic. But it's a lot of moving pieces. Right. And for me, in this last project that I was on, it was just like I have to give some grace because I know I was realizing that it's not as just structured as everybody think it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things are dependent on other people when it comes to film. Of course, maybe if it's the producer or even our mutual friend,
a lot of moving
they're
parts.
on it, but then you have to rely on so many different moving parts. And if one part kind of comes out of the puzzle, it messes up the whole entire thing. So with that, do you feel the need to have an agent? Like, is that required, do you think? Or how do you feel about getting an agent or a manager eventually?
I really want an agent or a manager, but I want an agent or a manager that like looks at me, looks at my talent, and is like, let's make this bag.
Okay.
I don't want to just be on someone's roster. I want somebody that actually believes in me and that like is, let's say, stars is like they're dropping a show. Oh, my client, I want her in this. Yes. I'm emailing everybody. I'm pitching her. Like I want somebody like that, not just like, oh, lax. I don't want that. Like I want us to get like, because how it's set up is, if I book that role, because I'm willing to do on my end what I need to do on my end, and they get paid, of course, if I get booked. Right. So like I want somebody that's like, I believe in you. You are talented. Let's get to this bag. Yes. Yeah.
And be like more a little bit like forthcoming with it. Because then if you book something and they had nothing to do with it, they still get their cut.
They still get their cut.
Got it.
Which honestly, if I have somebody, an agent or a manager, and on the back end, whether I book it or not, but they're moving and shaking for me, they're pitching me, and I just talk to you, Jessica, and I'm like, you're like, oh, I got this show for you. I'll pay you $20,000. But I know my agent or my manager is moving and grooving for me. I'm okay with splitting that with them. Right. Because I know you still working and moving. Right. But if you just playing around and I book something,
side eye, like,
that's all me, boo.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know, and it's good to have that insight, because I don't know if like people who are aspiring actors know all the ins and outs of the business side of it. Yeah. They just see the glamour side. So it's good to know, like, okay, there's so much that goes into it, being an agent or a manager, or even just this, I don't know if the right word is like the dissemination of cash, or, you know, whatever comes from you being booked.
Yeah.
Wow. How about like in terms of like net 30, net 60, did you already know about that in terms of like acting, like things don't just come right away, or what was your maybe kind of preconceived notions?
So when I was in Cincinnati, I had an agent there, and I would do like photo shoots and a couple commercials. So I knew that like you're not getting that check right once you walk off set. Okay. But in the last I would say like year and a half is when I started learning about net 30 and net 60, because I'm like, what does net something mean? Like I'm like, what is that? So then I was like, oh, okay, know. But for me, I'm patient. I'm really patient. Yes. Like as long as I know that, you know, the check is coming and it's gonna clear, I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm loving all this and like just learning about like how it is. Are your family and everybody still supportive of you now that they see like, okay, you're out here, you're making things move? Or do they ever say like, hey, maybe you should still think about like, you know, medicine?
Yes. So I have an aunt that I love so much, and we're really close. But she always throws out like, "Yeah, maybe you should still do it." And I'm like, "Auntie, for the 17th time, I need to work at somewhere that's flexible." Yeah. But my family is very supportive. Okay. Like supportive to a fault, because you know when we move out. Well, are you from here?
I was born in Los Angeles, raised in Vegas, and then after college, I lived out here until COVID took me back. So I'm a little bit of a back and forth between Vegas and Los Angeles. Got it.
Okay, so you're like see, like when you come here. And you're coming here for something, right? Family is always like, how's it going? What's going on? Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have nothing for y'all right now. Y'all making me more anxious to get something done to be able to show y'all. But they're really supportive. My dad, he even like sometimes sends me casting things. One time he sent me something. Girl, it was for a project that was in UK. And I'm like, he's helping, but this is a different country.
Yeah. And the reason I asked is because sometimes you can feel that pressure. For me, it was just me wanting to be in the film industry, more on like the behind the scenes. I started out wanting to be in acting, but I was like, you know what? Let me be behind the scenes to learn, because then my dad was like, you could always go to acting class, but you know, try to be the ones giving out jobs. So I was like, let me try it. Yeah. And then I learned to love like production, directing and such. But the funny thing is like my nuclear family, like my dad, my mom, my siblings, too supportive, but I would feel so much pressure from extended family, uncles, aunties. And you know, in film, you don't just pop off overnight. No, for most people. Some people do, but for most of people that are chasing their dreams, it takes time. And even when you do have like a big break, you're back to the drawing board waiting for the next one. So I just wanted to see how your take was on that, because for me, I felt so much pressure, and sometimes it would make me feel like, dang, maybe they're right.
Yeah,
maybe
am I doing enough? Yeah. No, yeah, because like when I come back home and it's like, what's up, Hollywood?
Yeah.
Like, what movies are you in?
Yeah. And you're like,
none yet.
Yeah.
Like it's coming, Uncle.
Right,
yeah.
Right. But one thing my dad always says is like, all you need is one. Like all you need is that one big break. And then I go to like big things like maybe John Singleton's, like Boys in the Hood, or just like, different movies that you've seen that was just like, okay, that one did open that way.
Yep. And it's so funny because with this last project that I did with Tubi, we did the promo a year ago.
Right.
And so by the time that we got filmed, and like they don't know that like this stuff is like it takes time. And so from the promo up until like we actually like filmed for it, it was just like, oh, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? And I'm like, we haven't even filmed for it yet.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of pressure to like get something out and get something moving.
Just so they can almost to appease them. It's not even for yourself at that point. Just to be like, okay, see, I told you things are moving.
Yeah. And when I did have a project and I sent it to them, like they had to subscribe to one of
the platforms.
The platform.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey y'all, here's my I signed up for the platform. Here's my email, my password. Go watch it. Yeah. So they all signed in and went to watch. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're doing the thing and I know you're still moving forward. I'm excited for your future.
You.
What is one piece of advice that you would give to yourself, maybe the version of you that was right before you moved out here?
I would say just respecting my journey and just being patient with my destination. Okay. Yeah.
That's the biggest one is patience.
Yeah, being patient. Like I work at at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are always like, I know you can't wait to get out the restaurant. And I don't feel that way.
Okay,
like
that's good.
I just feel like, of course, I can't wait till the time that I'm on set and I'm like fully immersed in the business.
Right.
But like I'm still rejecting. I'm still respecting this time that I have until I get there.
Right.
Because these are the times that I'll look back and be like, oh, girl, you made it. Good job. Like, like I'm in that space where my future self will be talking to. So I'm trying to respect her right now.
And how do you, what informs like that, like maturity and mindset and approach? Because most people are like, I'm trying to get to it. But like, what makes you feel that way?
What makes me feel that way is because I know in my heart of hearts, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I know that I'm going to get there. Yeah. And I'm okay just treading along. And like, I'm okay with just riding that wave until I get there. Because I know that
it's going to happen. And I know it too. Yeah. Anybody that meets you knows it's going to happen. It's just the timing. Well, it's true. There's some people that you meet and you can feel they have the whatever it is, but the it factor. Yeah. So that's amazing. Well, I wish I could continue this conversation forever, but we're going to get to the end of podcast questions. So the first question is, what was a struggle bus moment for you?
A struggle bus moment for me? I would say, so a struggle bus moment for me, I would say we were living in Cincinnati. We had to go make a pit stop in Cleveland before we came out to LA. And just like we were only supposed to stay in Cleveland for like 3 months. We stayed for maybe like 8 months.
Oh wow!
And that time it was just like I was like, and then we came out here to try to get an apartment. It didn't work, so then we had to go back.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was just like that. That was a struggle.
Got it.
For sure. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a whole thing, especially if you're a planner, you had everything ready and then...
And Cleveland is that's where I'm from. And I'm like, why am I back here? Yeah.
What moment were you most proud of yourself as it relates to your profession?
I would say getting this big role with Tubi via TikTok.
Yes. Yeah. I love when like a passion or just maybe a hobby that you're doing for fun turns into a real avenue for work for you. So congratulations to you on that. What does success look like to you?
Success to me looks like it's not about the fame. It's not about the money. Just being happy and feeling fulfilled with whatever that you're doing. Of course, it's going to have its trials and tribulations, but I would rather have those trials and tribulations engulfed in something that you are actually wanting to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that always your definition of success?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So like people are like, do you want to be famous? If the fame comes with it, because that's just what I'm given,
right,
and I'm going that hard, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not looking for fame, and of course I want to live comfortably, but I'm not looking to finance a lifestyle.
Right.
I want to be. I really just want to be happy and fulfilled.
I love that perspective, and it just I think it leads to like the amount of trust that you have in your journey. That because you're not chasing the wrong things, it's just like letting
that stuff
it unfold.
will come if you're doing what you're supposed to. That stuff will come.
Amazing. Yeah. I love this. The last question of the day is: what piece of advice would you give to people who are trying to reach their dreams?
Just be you, and don't compromise you.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit because we're in LA.
Just be you and advocate for yourself. Don't compromise yourself. Like no matter what profession you are in, and especially this one, like if it's something that's going on that you don't like or that is not, it's not you, speak on it.
Yeah.
And don't compromise that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest things because there's a lot of people. I remember I went on a game show for fun and ended up winning one of like the grand prizes or whatever. So the lady, they take you to a back room where you're able to like, okay, claim your prize. And the lady was like, do you know how many celebrities I've worked with? Be yourself, because you got chosen to be here because of you being yourself. Do you know how many people have compromised, done things that they're ashamed of? Because she was kind of like, I would say like the scandals, like Kerry Washington of like a business. I don't know if it's a fixer or whatever, like PR type person.
Yeah.
And the things that she's seen, she's like, it's not worth it. Just be yourself. Like the right door will open for you.
Yeah. Cause it's a lot of other people that you can be, but it's amazing to be yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're yourself. So that's the longest relationship you're going to have with anybody. Okay. At least you can look yourself in the mirror, be confident, and go to sleep at night knowing that you're you and you're doing the right things. Yes, I will say the journey sometimes a bit longer for those of us who choose to do it that way, but it's going to be worth it.
It is going to be worth it. Yeah. Yes.
Amazing advice, Robin. Thank you so much
for Jessica,
just talking to me. I'm loving this and I'm excited for your future. I see so many amazing things that you're doing and that I'm excited for you to make it as well. So,
and I'm proud of you too. The set is beautiful. I'm so glad to be here with you. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you, Robin. Yeah. That was such an amazing episode. I loved talking with Robin. I'll make sure that you have all her socials in the description. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, besties.